The first one is Dillon, Doyle, son. Then on Tony Watson, longtime friend. Then Doyle's family, tribute. Erica Doyle, daughter-in-law. PNP leader, representatives. And then Sandra Depson, family friend. We'll have them in that order, please.
Good morning, church. Let the church say, praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
When I thought about this, when I had this idea to write a poem to my father, I felt like it would be something I just do, like I normally do, work-related, just be business-like and just go about it. But as the time drew closer, I recognized that it would not be as I had imagined or as I would have wanted. I'm going to invite one of my father's very good friends to join me, Tyme. I think he would want her to say a couple words.
Thank you, Dillon. Officiating minister, member of parliament, PNP representatives, Mr. Wint, Pat Moore, Mr. Kennedy, relatives, daughters, daughters-in-law, daughter-in-law, friends, well-wishers, good morning. Earl Doyle, my friend. I have known Earl since 1992. And since then, we have formed a bond that is closer than a daughter-father relationship. He has been my biggest supporter. I have been his biggest leader. I remember when I was going to migrate a few years ago, and I told him, and he said to me, Lord have mercy, what we're going to do with the politics? I said, the politics will be just fine. Since then, on my many return home, I have always looked forward of him packing my box with yam, banana, plantain, whatever it is to take me through for the time that I'll be here. And I remember just last Christmas, I could not come. The last time I saw Earl was August when I came home, and I had, as always, I have always have social at the house, and he's always there. And I remember last August, I came and I said, I'm coming Christmas. And then Christmas, November, he called me, and I said, I can't come because I have to work, but I'll come in February, March. He said, Lord, we're going to find food. I said, you'll find it. And to be here and not getting that, no one would ever know how I feel. I can tell you, no one can say anything to Earl about me, and he will not come back to tell me. And when I get mad and start, he said, that's why I not love tell you and Sandra Dobson, not Nino. He's my friend. I look back at my call logs. We have never spoken under 1 hour when we talk. Never. It was all about politics, world affairs, religion, food, party, his children, his grandson, who always when I call, Pop, Granddad, okay, I'll soon come help you with the homework. That was the man he was, caring. And I'm here this afternoon to support the family. And I will be here after this funeral to be with the family. Because I have now found another family in the Doyle's family. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. No. When I have conversations with my father, it was a point of interaction and, somewhat banter, that he was my first hero. So I thought it would have been appropriate to title my poem to him today, My Father, My First Hero. From the moment I drew first breath, you chose me as your son and as your legacy. Through determination and sacrifice, you forged a path I couldn't yet see. Past 4 closer schools, you sent me to Cristiano Moravian Primary. Despite the financial strain, when family and friends questioned why, you told them with a dry eye, my son have to be better than me. Your vision for my future was crystal clear. Your belief in education, I felt in words and deeds, as the belt did much of the talking if I ever dared lose sight. You had such a fierce resolve, and sometimes you were willing to physically instill that knowledge with the belt. Not from cruelty, but from desperate hope that I would rise above where you had been. Living your dreams through me, you pushed, determined I would have what you were denied. At just age 14, a rare disease struck you down. Yet, young Earldon did not frown. You refused to be defined. In that rural community in 1968, where no one understood your afflictions kind, you navigated the stigma with remarkable grace and sometimes feisty words. You thrived in ways uniquely your own. The unofficial parish counselor, they called you, the library and conscience of Golden Run. Knowing everyone's business was not just for fun. You became the reader and writer of the community's sum. Your memory, a repository second to none. You were versed in everything from international to local affairs right throughout the years. The paradox of you still makes me smile. The hardest working lazy man I've ever known. Passionate about politics and giving instructions, and that's like a full sentence. Giving instructions was one of my father's greatest attributes. He could always tell you what to do, but he's not going to do it. Passionate about politics and giving instructions, but cleverly avoiding work of which you were not fond. Your siblings told me this trait was lifelong. Your illness proved to be useful some. You visited every school from primary to tertiary, telling teachers at Moravian Primary to save my eyes and mind my head. At Knox, you joined the PTA, and the rest, they say, history? Perhaps, but these are the facts. You were often uncertain how you would make it home, but failure you would not condone. At UWI, you seemed shy, dropped me off and said goodbye. Maybe a testament to your earlier investment, you made one simple but profound statement. Dillon, do your best and God will do the rest. Everything I am today stands on the foundation that you and Mom carefully built. You, the visionary planner, with her waving the banner. You were the counselor, and she the friend. Oh, how I wish we could do it again. Your sacrifice for me without guilt. The first man who truly wanted me to be better than him, to reach heights that you could only dream. For me to go places you have never seen. Your darkness, when darkness crept in and I cannot sleep, I will remember how you battled your challenges with grace. You may have been discouraged, but you never quit the race. The invisible demons that plagued your days, yet you showed courage in their haunting face. The world grows darker now, courage. The world grows darker now, you're gone. The hole you have left cannot be filled. At 13, you told me if you die, I would have to be that guy. The one who would take your place and become a father figure for the rest. Today, Daddy, I say, take your rest. I promise not only that secret duty, but to guide your grandchildren with simple or similar grace. You have played a hero's role in this game of life. The curtains now close on your earthly path. The credits roll upwards, with death your final stand. So I say to you, my father, take off the hero's cape. Find your well-deserved rest well beyond this realm. Worry about us no more. I've taken up your shape. I'll carry on the sequel until my final scene, when I must take my place beside you. Earldon, Mr. Doyle, Daddy, my first hero, your legacy lives on in every breath I take. So rest now, my father. So rest now, for I got it from here. I promise to you that I will never break. Earldon, Daddy, my first hero, your legacy lives on. Thank you.